It's funny how a game like Starfield can fail so hard that it resurrects No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077.
No Man's Sky is apparently doing very well.
Welcome back, everyone. Today it's a roundup episode, and I have got great stories for you. As an example, Phantom Liberty is going to use a hell of a lot of your computer. Be warned. As well, No Man's Sky seeing a massive uptick in its players, and the corporate...
That is so great, by the way. It's so great that a modern-day game can come out and be so bad that it pushes people to old games that were bad, but now there's rumors that they have been made better. And that is No Man's Sky. It has been made way better than it was at the launch. It's uncomparable, honestly. And same with Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people who want just futuristic experiences and roleplay are going to Cyberpunk because of No Man's Sky. And I feel that doesn't get talked about enough.
Crashing and burning that is currently going on in and around Gearbox. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Okay, first we got No Man's Sky. So it's actually having its strongest month in the last few years, and this is likely for two reasons. Number one, well, Starfield came out. But number two, they actually have some new update stuff in the game. The most recent...
I think the game, like, one thing that's really kind of striking about this game is that it has a lot of very vibrant colors, which is a lot different than, let's say, Starfield. Because with Starfield, like, most of the game is kind of washed out.
Yeah.
One has...
By the way, that is a thing with all Bethesda games, and day one, usually every Bethesda game has a mod that just removes the filter. I watched a video about, top 10 mods in No Man's Sky. And the best one was the thing that removes the filters. Honestly, Starfield looks not that bad when you get that mod and remove the disgusting color palette.
As a new playable species, the autophage, which are sentient robots that add their own multi-hour-long quest narrative. There's quite a few of those in that game now. Also, outlaw capital ships, which can be destroyed basically by doing a Star Wars trench run attack. Yeah, it's kind of cool. There's also Star Wars Squadron-style power, weapons, shields, energy management, mechanics for dogfights, which of course we've also seen, say, in Starfield.
Someday, this game will add a boss that's the size of the planet, and good luck then.
Look at all that. It's so crazy to me to see this game, because, like, the idea that you can just go in a ship and go from point of interest to point of interest within, like, seconds. Like, in Starfield, that's like, well, you just don't do that.
Yes.
Recently, and to go along with all that stuff, there is more reputation
it's a fucking battleship over
so
here.
You can get them in your fleet, which is actually...
And I still will not forgive, like, there is no reason for us not to have massive tunneling dune worms in Starfield. There is no excuse.
There is an excuse, okay? The only reason you already have, tunneling things in Starfield is because they could reskin mole rats. But there's nothing of this scale to reskin from a different Bethesda game, so it's not happening.
I don't care about, like, oh, but no, nope, no excuse.
All pretty damn fun. The whole, like, frigate and fleet mechanic stuff that they've added. Well, they added ages ago, and they've been kind of, like, refining ever since.
Like Star Wars.
They've
it is like
damn
Star
cool.
Wars.
It's a funny game, right? Obviously, there was this expectation, I suppose, that some aspects of Starfield were supposed to be able to hit some kind of like No Man's Sky like thing, which I don't think those were particularly well-founded expectations.
I think that a lot of people just expected Starfield to be, I thought it was just...
A lot of people expected Starfield to be a game, not a loading screen simulator. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
Going to be basically Skyrim in space. Like, that was about it. I never really expected it to be, like, any sort of, like, really crazy game or anything like that. It was just kind of like, whatever it is, though.
Yeah. Skyrim has less loading screens. Well, at least you encounter them less. And exploration. And that's exactly what Starfield is missing. Exploration and less loading screens.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But the thing is, like, I think it is kind of like Skyrim in space, but Skyrim for its time, in my opinion, was like really groundbreaking. It was like really, really insanely
Skyrim
fucking
was good for
in
its
like
time.
10 different ways. But like Starfield is just Skyrim again. In space. That's the way that I feel about it. It's like 10 years later, they're doing kind of the same stuff.
Right? It's like they're just completely different games, but certainly, like, if Starfield's got you hankering for space, in spite of, I would say, a new player onboarding experience that isn't particularly great, there is a hell of a lot to do in No Man's Sky. I was really impressed whenever I fell into it. Honestly, for like a month solid around this time last year. So, absolutely.
Holy shit.
That's a long time.
So Bellier played it a lot.
No.
That's actually insane.
We watched Quinn, and he was done in, what, 30 hours or something? Admittedly, 30 hours is a huge amount of time.
Saying, let me look and see how many people are actually playing No Man's Sky now. No Man's Sky. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually
That's good.
It's actually fucking going up. Holy shit.
That's not
Well,
bad.
let me
That's
look.
good.
Actually, let's look at Google Trends. I think that's a better way to see it. Google Trends. There it is. Okay, so this is the interest in
Definitely going
Starfield
up.
over the past 12 months, I would say. Actually, we'll do the
Well,
past
what's the point of looking at the past 12 months?
30 days. It's been out for about 30 days.
Oh, there we can see the drop-off. You expect this in every game. This is completely normal.
Yeah, it came out somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, September 1st. And then No Man's...
By the way, one thing that people get wrong is the idea that, oh, if Starfield is so bad, why can you see a slight increase in popularity? That's because of how many people are talking about the game being shit. You need to understand that when so many people on the internet talk about something being this unbelievably bad and sad, there's gonna be people who are like, it can't be this bad, can it? And they're gonna buy it. So, unironically, people talking shit about Starfield is making people buy it after its release. People who would have never bought it in the first place.
Sky. Well, shit.
Well, No Man's Sky is not a AAA. I think No Man's Sky wasn't made by a AAA studio, right? It was like AA or single A or something like that.
Well, shit. I mean, on Google, like, No Man's Sky isn't anywhere near Starfield.
Well, yeah, because Starfield's a Bethesda game. You need to remove Starfield and asmongold, please! It's not that complicated. You just need to remove No Man's Sky and then you can see in the last 30 days what's happening. Please.
Look at this.
Please. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Yeah, No Man's Sky was...
Let's look at,
do it.
how about, this is in the United States. Let's look at worldwide.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah, Starfield is just way bigger. And that's just what the numbers show. YouTube, which one's bigger? No Man's Sky is way, way, way smaller. Look at that.
Yes,
Compare it to Skyrim.
it makes sense.
Yeah, that's actually a great example.
Oh, Skyrim would be interesting. City?
I
No,
wonder
that's the...
which game was bigger.
Wait, what? Oh, no, it's the past 30 days. Yeah, Skyrim can't compete.
For its time.
Yeah, do present. That's good. Yep, that's not even close.
Yeah. The yellow one is Skyrim. Type the dash without mans instead of mans. Do you not understand the way Google search results work? Maybe you don't. And it's okay, a lot of people don't know. But, yeah, it's not quite... It's not quite
Google
the way that you imagine it.
Care.
So Skyrim was bigger than Starfield it was on release a year after release. Oh my god.
It was bigger after, well, pretty much anything and everything. Jesus.
Yeah, that really is...
Oh, no. Here is... Why is it a dotted line, though? Strange.
A lot. I had no idea mod support started. Yeah, I guess so. Holy fucking shit. And then, yeah, Skyrim even got bigger in 2016. Like
Probably
5 years
the first
after release,
remaster or something. Oh,
Skyrim was almost as big as 5 years after release, it was almost as big as Starfield.
Man, can we just get the No Man's Sky alone so we can figure out what the increase is?
What the fuck?
Bruh.
And Starfield has gone down a pretty good amount. I'm curious to see what's going to happen over time. Let me
It's
see if there's like
obviously
any
gonna
other
die.
games like this. How about Destiny 2? Actually, Destiny 2 is not really the same type of game.
True.
Not surprising. Skyrim's fantasy and Starfield is a space game. Fantasy has more fans by a long shot.
Not
Diablo,
necessarily.
Fallout 4. Yeah. Fallout 4. Console game. Okay, here we go. And so let's look at past 5 years. Maybe, no.
Well... Wait. You're telling me Fallout 4 is doing worse than than Skyrim though?
Oh, no. Let's see. Past 2008 to present. How big was Fallout 4?
That doesn't work again.
Wow.
Whoa!
Holy shit, Fallout 4 popped off.
That was big.
God
wow.
damn.
Damn. Well, it had like how many million copies at release? 12, 14 or something? It was man.
Look at that. Holy
That's insane.
shit, that's crazy. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. Let me see. Fallout
It's probably
Vegas.
not gonna be that good, right? Yeah.
Not that big.
Well, yeah, but it's also... Oh, it doesn't matter that much, 2010. But yeah, New Vegas also obviously was smaller.
Yeah.
You need to remember, Skyrim did put Bethesda on the map even harder than anything else ever.
Not that big. Ooh, how about Fallout 76? Ooh, good one. Fallout
Oh boy.
76 video game. How'd that one do?
Where is it? Is it this little bump?
Ooh.
No, wait, that's that
Ooh.
little
How
bump.
about Elder Scrolls 6?
It's not even out yet. It's not even going to be visible, probably.
No, okay, we can't really see
Yeah.
that.
If the game is not out, people who care about the game before the release are a super minority. Like look at this. This is how many people cared about Skyrim. Probably a month before release. No one. When it got released, bam.
Okay, GTA 5. Well, it doesn't exist yet? Well, that's what I was saying, right? I was curious if, like, the hype for Elder Scrolls 6 was, like, still bigger, but apparently not. What about Witcher 3? Well, I just wanted to compare...
The way he looks at these grabs, by the way, is literally pissing me off to no avail, because this is so inefficient and gives you barely any fucking information.
Bethesda games, right? Because, like, that's kind of what... I mean, they made all these other games, I mean, besides No Man's Sky, obviously. It seems like No Man's Sky, at least for now, is kind of a cult classic, right? A lot of people might like it, but it hasn't really gotten to the big leagues yet. Yeah, it's niche. Exactly.
We already
No
knew
Man's
that.
Sky is dead. Is it a dead game, guys?
No.
Guys, is it a dead game? Oh my god, the trend and the graph says it's dead? What? Oh no! We're not playing a dead game, are we?
The trend does... The trend... none of these things show in this graph that No Man's Sky is dead. Not a single thing even is remotely, showing anything in that direction.
Well, we can't play a dead game. If we play a dead game, then we're losers. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, I just find this to be interesting. I love graphs. I love looking at this.
So bad you
and
can't
do you know why I
understand
love
them
looking
properly.
at this? It's because it's real.
No, it's...
No.
It's actually not real! If you can't read the graph, it's actually not real.
Oh, this is real. It's
Oh no!
It's real. It's real data, and it's not an opinion. It's not like, there's like some fucking No Man's Sky fanboy or anything like that. This is just actual data.
Kill me.
And the data shows No Man's Sky is not even remotely as popular as Starfield. Let's look
Yes, everyone knows that. I honestly don't think who would have expected that.
At how many people are playing Starfield on Steam? There's a lot. Yeah, it's actually going up now. There's over 250,000. 250,000. Isn't that nuts? Why? It's the weekend? Yep, number one, it's the weekend. And let's see, besides that, I can't really zoom in anymore, or zoom out anymore. And it had a lot more people playing originally.
Oh, wow!
However...
Okay, I just actually looked at the real graph of No Man's Sky. Let me see if I can actually show you it. Yeah, I think I can. There we go. See? See? This is why you need to look at it. You see? This is the insurgence of No Man's Sky past 90 days. From the release of... Oh, even actually before the release, huh? Wow, that's impressive. Even before the release of Starfield, people were already looking for alternatives, and this has boosted No Man's Sky pretty much 3 times, and, well, 90-day peak. Let's actually see past present. When did No Man's Sky release? Oh my. Actually, that's not bad. 16% of its all-time peak on released on the 16th of 2060. 16. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. As you can see, when you look at the graph properly, you can pretty easily get what's actually happening here. So yeah. You see, this is why you actually need to look at things properly. Which one is the correct one that I need to now switch to? This one. Okay, let's keep watching the video. That's just an FYI why you should understand what kind of graphs you're looking at.
7 days ago, it peaked at 330K. And
that's an all-time peak, actually.
So we can shit on Starfield all we want. But there's a lot of people that are playing Starfield. And also keep in mind, these are all people who are playing it on Steam.
Yeah.
These are not Game Pass.
That's not a lot.
Pass enjoyers. These are not Xbox owners. Check off Titan.
They actually maybe. Well, someone commented that you can actually use a friend's Game Pass to get this game for free on Steam or something like that. I don't know if it's true because I have no clue, but someone commented that it is possible.
Fall 2? Yeah, I heard about Titanfall.
Also, these numbers are supported by the Google Trends graph that we saw. That it is not an instantaneous drop-off currently. It is just a slow and gradual drop-off. Again, as I said previously, from all the negative press that Starfield is getting, people are unironically trying it out because they want to see if it is actually that shit or not.
Fall 2 popping off today on Twitter. I might play that, especially after Armored Core 6. Dude, I love that game. That game was so fucking fun, man. Like, I think about that game every day. Anyway, let's go back to the video. I was just going to talk about that for a bit because I love seeing the numbers. Numbers to me... Like,
I honestly can't even talk shit about him any longer. Asmongold understanding of numbers was this bad 2 years ago. The guy literally is incapable of growing or understanding better. One of the most popular videos on my channel is me making fun of Asmongold not understanding numbers. Which is crazy.
These graphs are like porn. I love them. They're my favorite.
They give the game a shot. Since I last played it, there's been a bunch of updates, and they've been really good. Anyway, space is clearly big enough for both games, which is certainly a nice thing. Next,
well, I mean, it's not big enough to have any, interesting alien life on it, though, which is unfortunate.
Obviously.
But yeah, I mean, holy shit. You like the numbers? You should seen Destiny glitch this weekend? Yeah, I heard about some of that stuff.
Glitch?
Boy, New Game and New Game Plus Plus and Armored Core? Yeah, I know. One day I might. But yeah, I just
glitch.
wanted to look at that and kind of see what's going on there because, like, I didn't know, but, like, the good thing, though, is that No Man's Sky is doing well. And as we saw, this is the way that a lot of these games are. Is that, let's compare right now Diablo 4 and Path of Exile. Okay. And we're going to do Path of...
Ooh, I actually wonder if Diablo 4 is still going to be technically in search results equivalent to Path of Exile. Or is Path of Exile going to slay? Because it's Diablo 4 is still just so much bigger.
Path of Exile 2.
Is
Actually,
Diablo 4 going to actually lead
So, 1.
in like the last 30 days?
Okay. Remove. And remove.
Because Path of oh, we can actually see it. Oh no, Diablo 4 is under.
And remove.
But it's close. Last 30 days. Yeah. Interesting. PoE is winning.
Oh my god. I didn't realize Diablo 3, how much bigger Diablo 3 was than Diablo 4.
Yeah. That... Because at that time, Blizzard didn't have a bad reputation. People were literally begging for Diablo 3. Remember, no one was begging for Diablo 4, but people were begging Diablo 3 to come out. And it was a huge deal. Diablo 4 is, yeah, a smaller deal than Diablo 3, at least PR-wise.
Dude, Diablo 3 was fucking massive. Holy shit. Oh my god, yeah. And so what I'm saying, like, well, the point that I was making, right? Diablo 3 at the time is second highest selling video game of all time. Yeah, there you go. Like, here's the point I was making, is that, like, Diablo didn't lose to Path of Exile overnight. It didn't. It took a long
Everyone
time.
knows that.
A long time.
Yeah, pretty much took like 2 months.
And even after like 5 years, for example, PoE was a bit ahead. As Diablo 3, they basically just gave up on it. And then afterwards, people started paying attention
to... he's comparing PoE to Diablo 3. Yeah, that's true. Because remember, PoE took 5 years or something like that to actually become a good game. When it came out, PoE was Diablo 2, pretty much. Okay? So, after multiple years of changing, PoE is now the game that it is. The PoE at the start was nothing like it is currently. Not even a hint.
The Diablo 4, and now, even though the game just came out, people are still paying more attention to Path of Exile than Diablo 4, even though Diablo 4 actually has news now. We have news to talk about with Diablo 4. Also, based Canada, based Russia, based Australia, Saudi Arabia fucking loves Diablo 4. Based Brazil, Argentina likes probably Diablo 4. Argentina likes it a bit more. United States, we also like Diablo 4 more. Mexico loves Diablo 4.
Makes sense.
That is crazy.
True.
Aussie's base. Yeah, there you go. Zimbabwe. Oh yeah. Zimbabwe doing. Did you ever watch Chris Wilson's game dev conference speech? You know, I don't think I ever did. I probably should take a look at that at some point.
What is that? I wonder.
But yeah, I mean, I just wanted you guys to see this because, like, a successful game that takes that like really captures a market, it takes so.
I actually don't know one thing because I don't remember this. It's been a while since I actually fucking cared about Google Trends, but I remember I talked about this last time, but again, that was 2 years ago, and I haven't cared about this shit since. But this is the category of just YouTube searches, right? So these things can be influenced by, you know, people looking up builds, and people and the Google Trends, for example, can actually be hugely influenced by people looking for PoE trade and things like that. Because there's a lot of things you are Googling for PoE in the wiki. Every day, PoE players are looking up something in the wiki. It is super common. But on the other hand, no one's ever Googling or searching for a build guide or whatever in Diablo 4.
So long to build that. It's not...
So this can impact it, but I don't remember there being a search YouTube option. I thought it was just Google Trends, but whatever.
Not something that happens overnight most of the time. And even whenever it does, that like excitement is like a fucking spark, and then it kind of fizzles out, and like people aren't interested. And it takes...
Yes, it's literally how all hype and excitement things work, Asmon.
That happening over and over and over. So yeah, that's a good example. Do Diablo 2? Diablo 2's a dead game, man. It's been out 20 years. Let's be honest.
It's still a good game, but yeah, it is a dead game.
PoE's graph is dead until Diablo 4 comes out. Diablo 4 helped PoE.
Obviously.
I agree with you. But to be fair, that's it's not. I agree with you that
Again, you need
Diablo 4 helped PoE.
Diablo 3, Pathfixel, Diablo. You need to actually check.
I don't agree with you that Diablo 4, that PoE was dead before then, because that's just factually not true. Yeah, that's all I'm really trying to say. So yeah, No Man's Sky is popping off. A lot of people are playing it. More and more.
We didn't even see the actual
More
video.
people are playing it. It
is what it is. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye bye.